So since the price of Bitcoin right now is flashing us a very interesting scenario, I am sure you guys want to find out in which trend duration the price of Bitcoin might be postulating. Is it going to be a bullish continuation pattern, price following this inverse head and shoulder type of formation, descending right angle broadening wedge formation, even this wake of reaccumulation phase, or is it going to turn out into a fake out because price right now is still finding difficulty to break out of this monthly CPR line? What to expect next? So before I start talking about all of these interesting scenarios which I prepared for you guys, please do me a favor and destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this are the first time to hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder, if you haven't claimed this free 500 USDT futures position airdrop from Bybit, and in addition to that another free 200 USDT futures position airdrop from Bybit, then I suggest you guys to check the video description. Now what I want you guys to do is to simply look at this Binance Bitcoin USDT liquidation heat map in a monthly time frame, because in a monthly time frame we can see, guys, we have huge liquidity clusters lying around 73,000. So this liquidation clusters could be attracting us for the upcoming days according to this liquidation heat map. And why? Because we have almost around $1.17 billion worth of liquidation leverage lying around that area. That means all the over leverage shorts will get liquidated if the price gets attracted towards this trend line. So that's why this liquidation clusters could be attracting us for the upcoming days. But if you look at this in a smaller time frame, I mean in a 24-hour time frame, we have small liquidity clusters around 62,000. So this liquidity cluster to the downside could be attracting us, but it will be acting as support. So that's why in the medium short term, even if the price starts showing weakness, please simply zoom out, because in a bigger picture you can see, even according to this liquidation heat map, first there could be a very high probability of price liquidating all the over leverage shorts around 72,000, and only after that it's going to decide the trend duration. Because if this scenario plays out, then parallelly even this descending right angle broadening wedge will line up perfectly, because according to this descending right angle broadening wedge, the upper trend line acted as a strong line of resistance, whereas the lower trend line acted as a strong line of support. So in our case, you can see the price of Bitcoin looks like it is preparing itself for another continuation towards this upper trend line, right? You can see, just like from this example, now we could be slowly preparing ourselves for another continuation like this towards this neckline, towards this upper trend line before deciding the trend duration. So this descending right angle broadening wedge formation is a bullish continuation pattern, but for us, we have to come out of this most important line of resistance which you have from this CPI indicator. I mean, before seeing this descending right angle broadening wedge formation playing out, first we have to overcome the resistance which you have from this CPR indicator. I mean, if you look at this formation in a smaller time frame, yes, we have broken out from this descending broadening wedge, which is a bullish continuation pattern. And according to this descending broadening wedge, the top is where we could be getting attracted around 67,000. But if you look at this carefully, we are facing resistance from this July CPR. Yes, guys, between 63,000 to 65,000, we have strong resistance from this leading indicator, which we have to flip into support if you want to see another continuation like this playing out. So for us, it's very important that the price in the medium short term flips this resistance, flips this CPR resistance into proper support, because by doing that we are going to invalidate this bearish continuation towards this first monthly S1 line around 56,000. Right, that's very important. And price parallelly could be also lining up perfectly with this descending right angle broadening wedge formation, because according to this descending right angle broadening wedge formation, you can see this move, right? This move towards this upper trend line could be a formation of a right shoulder, and I've already showed you plenty of time. This could be an inverse head and shoulder type of formation. I mean, if you look at this example, you can see this move towards the neckline or this horizontal trend line could be a formation of our right shoulder. So that's why it's very important that the price of Bitcoin in the medium short term remains above 60,000 if you want to see a perfect right shoulder playing out for the upcoming days, which could be also preparing ourselves for another continuation like this, because as soon as the price breaks out of this neckline from this inverse head and shoulder, you can see our price objective sits above 90,000, and parallelly even this descending right angle broadening wedge will play out perfectly with price objective exactly around 90 to 100,000. So for this bullish continuation pattern to play out, parallelly even this Wyckoff's reaccumulation phase to play out, we need the price of Bitcoin to remain above 60,000, because if you look at this formation carefully, Bitcoin is in this phase C, and if you look at this on the right hand side in phase C, we are expecting more sideways movement, even few fake outs, but price at the end ending this downtrend and slowly enter this phase D, right? Enter this phase D, and then even start breaking it to the upside like this, because for us, as soon as this CPI line here in the medium short term around 63,000 to 65,000 gets flipped into support, there is a very high probability of price also testing the resistance, the upper trend resistance from the descending right angle broadening wedge, the neckline from this inverse head and shoulder, right? And even the upper trend line from this Wyckoff's reaccumulation phase, because by doing that, we will be in this phase D, which is a beginning of a new markup phase. So that's why, guys, that's why for us it's very important that we remain above 60,000 and in the medium short term break the resistance from this CPR indicator, because I showed you guys according to this Davos box pattern, when the price of Bitcoin was showing weakness, many were laughing at me when I said 60,000 will hold the price for now. Many were expecting another continuation, 40,000, 30,000. So if this exact Davos continuation is going to play out, you can see this pullback was necessary to form wave 3. I mean wave 1 consolidation phase, breakout, wave 2 another consolidation phase, and this could be a formation of our final wave, which is wave 3. So that's why, guys, that's why please do not panic even if the price in the medium short term starts showing weakness. As long as the price remains over 60,000, please, this could be just a temporary pullback before continuing this actual bullish move, because according to this rising trend line, you can see every test around this rising trend line has resulted in a very bullish move. I mean, from this low till this high, you can see 85% move. From this low till this high after testing the rising trend line, 91% move. So if we are going to see another 80 to 95% move, you know, we will be in between 90 to 100,000. So that's why I personally think that is the area where we are getting attracted before deciding the actual trend direction. And beside this example, even according to this ascending triangle, you can see false break to the downside, and at the end, price slowly following this ascending triangle, a bullish continuation pattern. So even this example right now looks like playing out perfectly parallelly with this symmetrical triangle, because just like with this ascending triangle with false break to the downside, we also had a false break to the downside according to this symmetrical triangle, but these are both bullish continuation pattern. After liquidating the over leverage longs, the price could be slowly preparing itself for another continuation like this. So what I'm trying to pinpoint is that the price, as soon as it breaks out from this July CPI line, then the channel breakout, descending channel breakout, will also line up perfectly, which will indicate another continuation at least around the 70,000 before choosing a trend duration. So 72,000 will be looked as our upcoming target as soon as the price flips this July CPI into proper support. But we know losing this horizontal trend as support has also resulted in a bigger corrective move towards this rising trend line. But even if this bearish scenario is going to play out, you can see this is going to give us another great buying opportunity. I mean, even if the price shows another continuation to the downside after breaking the 60,000 support, then you can see, guys, this rising trend line will be attracting us, but that will be the bottom for Bitcoin in the worst case scenario. Please be careful, right? This is the worst case target for Bitcoin in between 40 to 50,000. But I personally think since the price is above 60,000, we are going to follow this Davos box pattern type of formation, right? This is what I see looking at the price action of Bitcoin in a different time frame using different scenarios. But even if you look at this in a weekly time frame, nothing has changed. Price of Bitcoin after breaking out from this previous high, right, has started to show weakness. But if you look at this example according to this rounding bottom, it is absolutely normal. This might be just a retest, right? Price coming back to this the previous temporary raise line. And if we manage to flip that into support, then you can see what is expected. Price after flipping this previous temporary raise into support, it is expected to show another continuation like this. So even in a bigger time frame, remaining above 60,000 means the price of Bitcoin for the coming days could be preparing itself for another continuation here to the upside. So in case of doubt, I suggest you guys simply zoom out. So guys, these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my vlog, then please do not hesitate to destroy that like button. And to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder, if you haven't claimed this free 500 USD position airdrop, 200 USD position airdrop, then definitely check the video description, because this event is temporary. And if you want to take advantage of this market volatility, if you want to take advantage of this free money, then definitely check the video description. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye bye.